Hey, what's up? John from VideoFort.com bringing you a new After Effects tutorial. This one's going to be covering how to use the speed graph editor. So let's go ahead and check this little comp I've made out. Got it, takes the speeds in and drops down. And it kind of is going at a varying speed, and it's kind of shoots and then shoots. So I did that using the speed graph editor. Let's go ahead and start from scratch. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete this text layer and turn that off. And then I'm going to go up to our text tool and click in the center there and type in VideoFort.com. And if you're curious, my text is copperplate with all these settings that you can check out over here. So if you want to copy me exactly, go for it. Alright, then with my VideoFort.com text layer selected, I'm going to select or push P on the keyboard, and that's going to bring up our position keyframes. I'm going to go ahead and turn that on and just move this right out of frame. If I hold down shift while I do that, that'll keep it in line for me. Then I'm just going to move forward a second and bring it back over. That seems to be about center there. Great. Now let's just go forward another second and drop it down. So it's out of frame there. And I'll grab our pen tool and click on this point to make it a right angle there. So let's go ahead and check this out. So we've got that little motion, boom, boom, real simple, nothing too wild and crazy. Now to create a pause, let's go ahead and copy this keyframe here. So with that highlighted and selected, do Command C if you're on a Mac or Control C if you're on a PC, and then just move the time indicator forward to about here, not too much after that keyframe, and do Command V or Control V to repaste that position keyframe. And so now you'll get a little bit of a pause, and then it continues on with its motion. So we've got 4 keyframes. Let's go ahead and highlight all of these and do F9. That'll bring up our easy ease keyframes. The ease to ease are Bezier keyframes. So that'll smooth out our animation a little bit, so it'll kind of ease into those points. Now from here we can really control the speed in between these 2 keyframes, and we can do that without having to set a whole bunch using the graph editor. So with our position transform control selected, we're going to select graph editor, and you see it brings this up. Now if it didn't bring that up for you already, just right click in the graph area, and you're probably in the edit value graph, and it'll look something like this. So just go ahead and right click and go down to edit speed graph, and that'll give us this look where we kind of have these 2 humps. And this is pretty much just displaying to us where it's hitting its maximum velocity and then slowing down. If we hadn't set the ease to ease keyframes, we wouldn't get these big spikes. It'd just be a straight line. So, but let's go ahead and play around with this and see what we can do. So when I select it down here, you notice how we get these little ears that come off of the keyframes, and that's going to allow us to pull back or forward, and it'll allow us to adjust where the velocity is. So let's maybe bring this velocity way up, and we can bring that over to bring it down. So that'll give us kind of this curve here. And then if we select this one, we can have it go up. Actually, we'll select this one and just kind of push it over and do a bunch of different things. So let's see how that looks. Play that back. Notice how it really just kind of comes to a halt. So we can even push that over even more. You know, get creative, try different things. Maybe you don't want to have it, you know, come to a slow halt. Maybe you want it to just stop right into there. Maybe start out slow and go fast to it. You can do that. You know, for that you just bring this back down and bring this over. You do it just like that. So now we just kind of have the reverse where it speeds into it and then speeds out. So lots of different ways to use that. To make it look even cooler, you can put on some motion blurring. You can either have it go for the whole scene, or you can just do it for the individual text down here. And then when you play it back, you'll get a little bit of motion blur, which is nice. And it'll really allow you to see these speed differences. So highly recommend that motion blur, because it just kind of makes it look cool, like it's really speeding around there. But that pretty much completes the speed graph tutorial. Go ahead and use that in some of your projects. It's not only limited to position, but you can do that with, you know, all of the different transform controls. So check it out, use it, let us know what you're doing with it to make your animations better. Alright guys, that wraps it up. Go ahead and hit subscribe over to the right if you're enjoying these, and make sure to comment down below and show us links to the cool videos that you're creating. Also check out VideoFort.com for some amazing stock footage that we have over there. That wraps it up. Have a great day, or not. The choice is yours. Later guys.